Welcome once again to today's edition of resources that you can create using Canva. So today we're going to be creating a resource that shows singular and plural words in English. Somebody asked me in the community specifically um, how wants to learn how to create such kind of resource or ideas on how to create resources that shows singular and plural words in on Canva. So today we're going to get started. As usual, I'm going to start with the worksheet. So the reason why I use worksheets is because of the A4 formats, which is something I really like because most of the documents that we print are usually printed in A4. So I start from creating blank space. Now, at this point, you're seeing you can actually go straight. You can either work with a template. Like I said, you don't need to start from scratch. If you're working with Canva, you can go straight to templates, look at the template, edit the template. However, I'm going to be doing this from the scratch. I have an idea in my head on what I really want, just something simple and different words, singular and plural words in English. So I'm going to be looking at 10 words and just pull worksheets showing singular and plural. So the very first thing I want to do is to go to shapes, and under shapes I'm going to be looking at this one. Okay, I think I'm just going to do this. So we have this. Now when I'm designing, most times I try to see if I can zoom in. So the zoom in helps me to be able to see what I'm doing and get the accurate size that I really want and without having to squint. So I just have this and we're going to put this as singular. I'm going to be using Comic Sans because Comic Sans is one font that really works well with students or kids, whatever you may call them, depending on what you're working with. So I can just do some things this way. At this point, you can either draw the table if you want, if that works for you. I think I should do the route, something that I want to try. So at this point, just to guide me on things I want to do. Okay, and work with the strokes just to create a sense of a borderline what you're doing. And I want to change the color because I want it to be clear. So I just want to do something either white or gray. And for gray, I'm going to reduce the transparency. Okay. you just walk around what works for you. This is something that I feel works for me. And I'm just gonna do this, move over here. Okay, this is perfect. Haha. Okay, so I'm just gonna do move this to this point. Okay, so first of all, one thing about Canva that it just helps you, you can be able to get the accurate measurement, because once you move this, you're seeing the line. Yeah, so it just shows you where each item is. I can move this too, and you can see the line that shows me where each item is and where it's supposed to be. So I can also move this, and you can see the straight line shows me if I'm on the right track or not. This is not looking straight. Let's try this again. So I just really want it to be straight. Good. Okay, that works. Now this position goes to backward so that every other thing can come. Here we go. Okay, this is the first step for me. Singular and plural words in English. So I'm going to move now. We're using the Comic Sans for everything. So I have cart, tree, lock. Okay, go back to my element and I'm going to search for cart. Yeah, depending on what kind of group you're working with, so you may want to either use a simple picture. I just want to bring that closer, yeah. Because this is already on Zoom, that's why we have it looking bigger than usual. So one cut, can have that, yeah. Now this is off, so I want to bring this cut here. So cut, we have that, yeah. I bring this forward, so okay. We have cuts, we have cuts. Okay, let's move on. We want to look at just animals. So we have dog. Remember, I'm doing this for kindergarten kids. These are things that mothers can do. Another interesting thing you can do here is to put the border. So I'm just going to quickly do that. It just makes more sense for me. So that means I need to go back to shapes. So moving this to the next thing, I really want to work on the borders. I want it to be this one, like this. The stroke weight is so large, so I'm just going to reduce it to 2 or reduce it to 1. Yeah, so we just have that. Okay, so you can see that we have that. So you can do a Control D for this and move it to this part. So when you get here, you can see that it's covering the page. So what you just need to do is to click on position and take it backward. Okay, now we can move. We can also do the same for this. I do the same for everything else, but let's just work with this. So I have dog. Past tense, sorry. Plural is dogs. You remember, you go straight to LMS. You search for dog. For a beautiful dog that you think will make your work look so beautiful. We have this. Make it small. We want to look at the size, especially with the size that you already have. So we have that at this point. So yeah, duplicate this, bring it to this point. The lines help you to ensure that they are on a straight line, so you don't have to worry about if yeah this can come inside. Just avoid the print bleeding. The print bleed, okay. So we have this already. The next one can be car. So when you bring it in, it becomes cars. So you continue doing this until when you get the final one. So at this point, we've been able to design some basics, and you may want to say, what else can I do to make it more colorful? Since, especially because we are working, we're designing this um for kindergarten preschoolers. We want to make it more colorful, more so what you can do is you can actually put in some designs on the background. So what I can do is I can say block. Let me see how it comes out. So you have some graphics designs. And do like a beard. This looks good to me. Mm, so it just depends on what time you really want. I may not want this. I may want to walk around with this since kindergarten. I just want to bring this around some point. So just going to the back. Can do Ctrl D, bring it around here. That works. So I can just bring it around here. Ctrl D, just bring it around here. These are just extras. Just depends on what you really want. It's not compulsory. Just depends on what you really want. So we want this. Yeah, because it's something that I'm projecting. If not, you can just leave it with your white paper. It's fine. Just me trying to put in some things. I'm gonna put this to the back. Yeah, we want to turn this to yellow. You can just change because you don't need to. This is ready. You can print excavators, you can also um, do anything. So looking at it, you may want to say all and put some finishing touches. For instance, to this, yeah. 'This may look so blank for you, you may want to add something here. It just gives you an idea of what. Okay, so we have our singular and plural nouns ending in s. This is good to go. And if you have other things that you want to do, you can just do a control D. Sorry. So you can just duplicate the page here at this point.